Hey guys, it's Bailey here. Welcome back to another episode of CDH The Lost, a podcast about CEDH. It's just me again today. I wanted to do another short little video just to get something out there, give some updates on the channel and stuff like that. So what I had planned for today, discuss my goals. I want to start increasing the amount of content I do and different broad form things, because as much as podcasts are fun, there's better content that we can be doing to improve people's enjoyments and everything like that. So I'm going to try doing 2 videos a week, hopefully 1 hour long podcast and then a 30-minute episode of whatever I feel like doing. Typically, most likely a deck tech or theory crafting or anything like that, really. I haven't really put too much thought into it, but it's something that I think I want to do. But yeah, so this is going to be one of those other short episodes, probably 30, 40 minutes. I wanted to discuss how you can get better with mulligans, how you should be playtesting hands, and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing that with Rogsi. This is Antonio's, one of the members of Team CDH that I'm on, list that he's currently using. It's a pretty typical Rogsi list with some special includes, of course. And then, of course, it says Ristic Study over Adnaz. I think that's just because of the current meta that we're in right now is mid-range hell. So we're definitely, it's a hard deck to play currently, but we see a Winter Orb, which is sick, and then in the instance, I believe there's another card that's seeing play now. I don't know if it's still in the deck. No, it does not look like it. But there's a Flash Fire, I think is the name of the card, where it's 1 red, discard X cards, deal X damage to each creature. That was getting played for, oh, Firestorm, it's right here. Deal X damage to each of X target creatures and or players. This is sick. I don't have a lot of experience with Rogsi. I do like turbo decks, but typically I would go down like a Tymna, Dargo. I'm playing Clue Farm currently, which is pretty turbo. And then Blue Farm, of course, but that's not really a turbo deck. That's more of a control deck. So it's going to be interesting. I'm probably going to make some misplays, but we're going to try it because I want to learn the deck. Alright, 25 lands. That's a little low for what I normally do, but of course it makes sense. And then a way that you can test your mulligans, or every time you test mulligans in paper, most people assume they're going first, but that's not indicative of how CDH the format is, because there's 3 other players. So here, I already loaded the deck, and I have this. This is a CDH-mulligan-trainer. I'll put the link in the description if I figure out how to do that, which shouldn't be too hard, but I'll put it in there so you guys can use this resource. But I use it quite often. So I inserted Antonio's deck list right in here. I loaded the deck, and then you can deal another hand, draw, randomize opponents and positions. So we're going second. I like using this to determine seed order. So we have Araco, me going second, Tivit, and Thrasios Tymna. So we have 2 turbo decks going before 2 controlling slower mid-range decks. So now we can go over here, and then we can go playtest, restart. So we have Soul Ring, Fierce, Volcanic, Steam Vents, LED, Vampire Tutor, Culling. I think this is a mulligan. It has good cards, obviously, but we're not doing anything because we don't have the right colored mana. If this was like a Underground Sea, oh, we snap keep, I think. Because it's a turn 2 Ristic with Rograk, Fierce Guardianship. Yeah, I think you keep this if this is a black source, if one of these are black sources. But we're going to second 7. Fish, Flooded Strand, Ragavan, Mox Diamond, Daze, Meembet, Otawara. So what I'm seeing here, if we just play the hand out a little bit to see if we can keep Rograk, we won't even draw a card because we don't know what it is. Mox Diamond, pitch, boom, go get blue, black, I think, and then we can play Fish and Ragavan still holding up interaction. That might be good enough because then Ragavan's getting us treasures. I think I would probably keep. So with this keep, we'll see a card, which is Mindbreak Trap. So now we can go here, view all, and then we can get, what did I say I was getting? Blue, black. Close and shuffle. So that's tapped, that's tapped. Let's say we draw 2 cards, and then we go next turn, we would have paid for this. We move to combat, get a treasure. And then I think we can just safely play the Soul Ring and pass. It's a little bit more of a slower hand for a Rogsi deck, but I think we're chilling because now we can, like, say we draw 2 cards and then we can Mindbreak Trap something and then even Daze and then draw a few more cards, and then next turn this is still on top. We could like Vamp Tutor. That doesn't really get us anything, I don't believe. I guess you can go get what's in the grave. That doesn't do anything really. I guess you probably do just Vamp Tutor. I don't know exactly what you get, but you definitely probably do it because you have your fish up if you don't think you're going to pay for it, which I don't think we are because we can go Vamp Tutor. Say there's a counterspell, we still get to draw a card and then we can pay for it. Or a Vamp Tutor resolves and we don't need to pay for the fish. And then we have this mana, which we can then go Tower, attack with Ragavan, get another treasure, sack Rograk, cast the One Ring with 2 treasures, so 1 for Swan Song backup and Deflecting Spot. Oh, Deflecting Spot gets turned off if I kill Rograk. I don't know if you kill Rograk or the Ragavan. You probably kill Ragavan. Yeah, so I think that was a pretty decent hand. Let's mix it up again. Going forth against Yuriko, Kark, Krom, Timna. Okay, so this is shitty, but we're in fourth. Gemstones, boom, boom. I do like Firestorming against Yuriko and Blue Farm, and even Karakushima even. I think it's a pretty good card, but I don't think this hand is keepable. So let's go restart. This is a turn 2 wheel. Turn 1 gamble. You could discard the wheel though, or you can turn 1 Soul Ring. I don't hate it, but I think in this matchup, I don't think it's a good enough hand. Down to 6. We have a Gemstones, a Burgi, Mystical Tutor, Dark Rit, Cabal, Dockside. I'm kind of like this hand, the Yuriko, Kark, Krom. So you're not playing against any deck that's going to play too many artifacts to feed your Dockside. Because I was thinking like maybe it's a turn 2 or 3 Dockside, backside of Burgi line, but I don't think that gets you there. I'm gonna mulligan and go down to 5, but look at this top card, Talisman. If I knew that was there, maybe I keep, because it's a guaranteed Dockside instead of having to risk it, but down to 5. Force of Will, Chain Impact, land, 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 Soul Ring, land. I think as a 5, this is fine, maybe, right? Because you can go. bottom of library, bottom of library, and then you're going fourth, which still sucks, but you can go, oh, that just got a lot better. Go boom, crack, view all, maybe we want volcanic island. Cast, we definitely want volcanic island here, cast. And then we can close and shuffle, and then we can play frog rack, which isn't a bad first start turn. And then we can go boom, probably play this, and then I think we're honestly just on the Sightless game plan. Okay, we can go City of Brass. I like this line actually. We can go, oh, let's say we're down to 30 on the end step of turn 3. I think that's probably reasonable. So end step, we can cast Chain of Pact. We can sack Sightless. And go Oracle. I'm looking at keeping it a blue card for the Force of Will. Sure, we'll keep. And then so we're at 28 now with an ad nauseum on the stack. Someone tries countering it. We can use this going down to 27. And then 0, 2, 4. That's not good. But we will be untapping. Go into your turn, so you don't need that many good cards, if we're being frank. Don't like to hit Ristic right now. Or Necro. Final Fortune, that's good actually. Really good. Petal. Mystical down to 6. Down to 5. We already used Force of Will and Ad Nause. We can go 3 is like the stopping point. I'm gonna move all these into my hand. And then go to my turn. You probably play the Crypt. Maybe we don't play Mount Doom. Let me find out what we do play. Chromox. Get rid of this, I suppose. Petal. I think we're go. Boom. Boom. Play a land. Go to the next turn. Boom. The intent. Leave him in the bin, which I probably should have left this in the bin. Let's go like this. Oh, I could have just died actually. We should. Alright. My headphones died for a second. Alright, so let's see if we died, because maybe I don't go for that line. I forgot how to roll a dice. I'll roll a d6 right now. Odds I take damage. It was a 2, so we do live this turn, and then we can go. I think we probably have it now. We can view all. We can find Underworld Reach. Cast the Underworld Reach. And then I should be able to have a win here. Actually, it doesn't look like I have that good of a win here. You can like Mystical Tutor. Yeah, I suppose we're gonna cast this Mystical Tutor. View all. Putting Brain Freeze on top, I suppose. Oh, I have to exile 3 cards. Misty, Mount Doom, and Rograk. Rograk can go back to command zone. These are in exile. And then we will have to take a damage. View all, exile 3 cards. Edna's Force of Will. Necro. To cast the Wheel. So we're going to move all these to graveyard. Draw 7. Drawing into this. And then we go to 1 life. Cast Brain Freeze. This is Storm Count 4 for the turn, so it would be 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there's already a Lotus Petal in the bin. So we're able to do the Lotus Petal Brain Freeze loop until we find LED, and then we can present a win there. We would be milling my opponents out. I think is the line that we have left. Let me view the rest of the deck. Because we exiled Thoracle, which is a little rough, but we can still get there. Yeah, it looks like we can mill them out, or we can get Grinding Station and Dockside. And then we can kill Dockside a bunch to reanimate him, getting treasures and milling my opponents out more with Grinding Station. But yeah. Alright, now that was going in 4th, so that probably doesn't actually happen with the amount of interaction these decks play. But we're in Christmas land currently. First, against Magda, Ikra, Krom, and Najila. This is Dream Scenario, I think. Alright, let's see. Down to second 7. Down to 6, I think. The reason why we mulligan this hand is because we're going first, so we need to be like super proactive. This hand isn't proactive. This is a defensive hand. Let's restart. Find something. This is a 6. We can put like Bergie on the bottom. I don't like Bergie too much. And then we have a turn 1 Ragavan with a Sewers, which is also a Fierce Guardianship up. And then after that, we're just relying on a fish. I think we go to 5 here, but that's a hand that I think going in like 3rd position, I keep. This is a ton of mana, but also doesn't progress us at all. So I think we go down to 4. I think we're required to keep a 4. So I think we put this on the bottom, this on the bottom, this on the bottom, and this on the bottom. And then we go to our turn, cast Rograk, City of Brass, lose a life, Ragavan. And then we pass. We attack, we get a treasure. Here, pass, and then we can fetch, go getting underwater sewers or undercity sewers, whatever the name is. Undercity sewers. It enters tapped, but we shuffle and then we get to surveil. Let's put that in the bin. Actually, we can probably leave it and then go to our turn. Through, play the steam vents, attack with Ragavan, get another treasure, use the 2 treasures for a winter orb, and then pass since we're slow. And then we can go turn, attack, get a treasure, pass. Hopefully don't have to use any interaction. Next turn, get a misstep, attack, get a treasure. Now we have 2 treasures. And then we have an Adnaz with, I guess technically we do have pack backup if we think we can do it. So let's say they like dispel, we misstep, we show packed, it resolves. We have to lose a life for this. So we have a pack trigger, no treasures, and an Adnaz. Paradise Mantle, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm just dead. This was a mistake because we have the Winter Orb. For Yagi. Yeah, so I misplayed. Because the idea was we can dig and hopefully find a Born Upon the Wind, and then untap another 3, which I guess still technically works if we find. We found Born, but now we need to find Spirit Guide before we die. Rite of Flame. Oh, down to 1. That's actually so clutch. This is why you play Turbo Naz. Go to our turn. There is. I only get to untap 1 land. Let's have it be the sewers, I suppose. And then we have a pack trigger on top, which we're going to exile Spirit Guide and cast Born Upon the Wind. And then draw a card. We can cast things as though they had flash. Diamond, pitching this. Chromox, pitching Pyro. We'll Rite of Flame. So we have 2 red mana. We can cast Gamble, I think, down to 1 red mana. get Underworld Breach into our hand. Discarding a Force at Will. We have 2 mana floating. I think we can, because we can Chain of Vapor with this, having a red, bouncing this, sacking a land, to bounce this, and then probably sacking a land, to bounce this. This card's here. Diamond, pitching Arid Mesa, Chromox pitching Final Fortune, and then we have a red in the pool, which we can go for Underworld Breach, and then we can tap this for red, exile 3 cards from the bin, this, this, and this to gamble. View all. Lion's Eye Diamond. Close and shuffle. This goes into hand. These are in exile. Let's discard a card randomly. Play this LED. Move these all to graveyard. Sack it for red. Use one of the red. Go get cast gamble. Get Brain Freeze. Put it in the bin. Cast this. Do the loop. Win the game. That was a pretty good showing. But yeah. This is how I like to playtest hands, get familiar with decks, and then I really like the CDH Mulligan Trainer because it helps you determine which seat you're in and things like that. That was probably a slow hand, but it got there. It might actually get there because Magda's a turbo deck, so people have to interact with them first, and then Agila might have got interacted with. But yeah, those are the resources I like using. Again, thank you, Antonio, for having Rogsi. It was a pretty fun deck to play test. I think I do want to build it in person, maybe like order it proxied first and before I like build it out. But yeah, the deck's super fun. But yeah, that's all I have for today. There's going to be hopefully more videos later this week, but of course, we'll see. We're all busy people in the world. But yeah, remember to keep on slinging spells, playing Commander, and having fun.